Oh, hello. How are you? Thank you for being here, all you beautiful souls. I hope you're enjoying the new year so far. Still got to set this up. There we go. Is that a little better? There, that's a little better. Okay, wonderful. So, welcome back to Corri Yarns. It's a new year. Videos are pretty much going to stay same format for now because I don't know how to do anything different. We're going to start with our breathing technique. This one I like because you can build on it. So we're going to start with a count of 4. That's inhale for 4, hold it for 4, exhale for 4. You can build on it by adding 5s and 6s, 7, 8. 7s I like, do it 7 times. 7, inhale for 7, hold for 7, exhale for 7. And you do that 7 times. Do that before you sleep. Try and make it to 7th time. You won't make it. So let's try with the 4. So inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Let's do it again. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Great. Now you're here. I'm here. Let's be here now. Wonderful. Thank you again for joining Corri Yarns. If you couldn't tell, I made a sweater. Oh, look, didn't weave in an end. See, that's how you know I can tell that I made it. You can tell I made it because I didn't weave in an end. I'll just stick it up in there. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, it's made from bulky blanket yarn, and it is the smushiest, softest, warmest, awesomest sweater I think I've ever owned. And I made it myself, so that's even better, right? So that was one thing I gave to myself for Christmas. It was gifted yarn because that's pretty much all I asked for was yarn, yarn, yarn. And I got a couple other yarny things. Actually, I got this beautiful yarn bowl. That is holding this beautiful yarn right now that I'm using to make myself a beanie because my sister stole both of them. Yeah. If you don't remember, I was making the baby sister beanie. I've written up the pattern myself. I have not released it. I don't know how to do that yet. That's something I'm going to learn not today, this year. Today. I don't put that stuff on me. So I'm working on another beanie with this beautiful yarn, and it's super soft and smushy. It'll make the perfect winter beanie. So that's what I'm working on, just back and forth on the brim right now. This is just a single crochet in the back loop only, which means that, yeah, we'll do a close-up. Right here, these are the loops. 1, 2, right here, see? And see how there's a back loop and a front loop? I'm working just in the back loop. So then that makes this kind of back and forth pattern, going back and forth. So I do that for the brim, then I connect it, and then I build from there. So that'll be fun, because who knows if I'm going to continue with the baby sister beanie pattern or if I'm going to make up something completely new, which I've been known to do. So that's exciting. All right, what else are we going to talk about? What books I'm reading. That's a new thing I wanted to bring into the Corri Yarns. What books am I reading? Because if I'm not crocheting, I'm reading. I got a new Kindle this year, which I've never had a Kindle before. I usually had a Nook, but they don't make Nooks anymore, so I had to get a Kindle. But I do love it because it holds so many books. I can be reading like 10 different books at a time, which I usually do. Because I like to start one, see if I like it. If I don't, I start another one, and I'll come back to it, and, you know, just stuff like that. So I'm reading 2 books right now, like, actually. The first one is called Super Attractor by Gabrielle Bernstein. Love all her books. She is someone who says exactly what I need to hear, exactly when I need to hear it. She's a great teacher, great spiritual teacher. I've just really learned a lot from her. And Super Attractor is one of her most recent books. She probably has another one out since then because she pumps them out. It's just, from, like, she just gets these powerful messages and she just puts them out into the world. Gabrielle Bernstein, really an amazing person. So follow her on all her stuff. Not sponsored by her. I just love her. I love her, and she's taught me so, so much. And I really appreciate her teachings, and I want other people to hear what she has to say. That's another reason why I do these. Because one of the things that she says is, now I gotta look at my notes here, but everything you want to be and everything that you desire is already inside of you. What? So there's no lack, there's no failure, there's no failing already. There's failure, but that's a lesson to be learned, or a redirection. Sometimes failures can be redirections, which is really fun. Detour that you didn't even know was coming, right? But that's something that sticks with me, and something that I go to daily, is that it's already in me. That I can't be afraid to let it out. I can't be afraid to show it. I can't be afraid someone's not going to understand it, because they will. The right people are going to understand it. That's the message that I'm obviously putting out there with Corri Yarns. Whether you like the yarn, or you like my vibe, or you like to look at the cool stuff that I have in my background, or you think I'm ridiculous, or you're just here for the Dolly Parton recommendations, though that's always exciting too. And now we have book recommendations. So Super Attractor by Gabrielle Bernstein is the first one I'm reading, and that one's a great one to start your day with. We'll get back to a morning routine in a little bit, because that's something really important I want to talk about too. Excuse me. I'm just so excited. It's like my throat is more excited to get the words out than I can get them out to you. The second book is A Promised Land by Barack Obama. And that one was a gift, because I asked for it. I wanted the hard copy, not just the Kindle. Sometimes I miss holding a book, turning the page, not just pressing a button. But that one I'm really excited about, because I have not read a Barack Obama book before, and so I don't know how political it's going to be. I've actually read Michelle Obama's book, but I have not read a Barack Obama book, and he has like 3 books out and another one coming. Who knows? I don't know. Nonetheless, the other book I'm reading, so excited, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. Okay, so that was book recommendations. Getting back to this, because I'm never going to finish if I don't keep going, right? And this is nice and easy, because it's just a single crochet going back and forth, like I said, in the back loop only, to make that little zigzag kind of back and forth brim look. Corri, how did you make your sweater? Oh, I'm glad you asked. So the sweater, again, super easy, just some single crochets, was a stitch. But I made two squares, one for the front, one for the back, and then I added sleeves. I literally just attached the yarn in the corner and did in the round, and I'd switch color when I wanted. And I actually had to throw in this acrylic yarn just because I wanted the black. I had no black polyester, but the rest of the yarn is polyester. So super soft and super comfy, and literally like wearing a blanket. So very exciting, and I love it. So making a soft, cozy hat to go with it. I'm really into browns all of a sudden. I made a couple blankets with browns in them, browns and greens and grays. I always love my gray. You'll always, always, always find me busting out my gray somewhere. But yeah, I made a couple of blankets for Christmas. If you didn't see all my, oh, here we go. I know you saw a couple of the videos, and you saw me getting so excited about this thing I was going to make for my sister, and it was going to be for her studio. It was actually going to be a wall hanging that said Namaste. And I had the bottom all going, and then I started getting into the whole where the word Namaste would be. Tell me where you see the beginning of a letter forming, because I don't. Right? So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I'm actually thinking of contacting the pattern writer and being like, what am I doing wrong? Because I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not afraid to ask. That was the other thing. It took me a really long time. I always pretended that I knew things, like, oh, totally know what you're talking about. Now it's just like, I don't know. not afraid to ask. Don't know. Help me. Help me with the tapestry crochet. So a couple other things. One other thing I got really cool for Christmas from one of my kids was this cool yarn holder bag thing, like travel bag. So it has the strap and it actually has the holes on top so you can pull the yarn through like a yarn bowl. Can't talk today. So that's fun. And then I got some other fun colors of yarn in a little pack. But one of my big things that I'm pushing everyone to really think about this year is to not be afraid to try something new. And I already had something on my list. And I had mentioned it in a prior video, and the universe was listening because they sent me exactly what I wanted. Because a little angel for Christmas gifted me, oh, can you hear it? A violin. Because I want to teach myself how to play the violin. Mostly bluegrass, like a fiddle. More a fiddle than a violin. So really excited about that. The sweetheart who gifted that to me knows who she is, and I'm very, very, very appreciative. I've already tuned it. I've already done some chords, rosined up the bow, getting everything ready. So I'm really, really excited. And no, I won't be playing for you guys. Not yet. not for a little bit, okay? But I'm 39 years old and not one to usually be like, sure, I'll try it. Yeah, I'll try it. No, this was something that just kept coming to me. You know, like I kept hearing those voices. I kept hearing songs of music that I wanted to play. And I was just like, why can't I do that? Who's saying I can't? Biggest block right here is going to be yourself. It's going to be fear. It's going to be fear of judgment, a fear of failure, fear of what other people think. Like all those fears just the reason why I haven't put a video out in a while, because I've made up every excuse I could not to, until it got to the point where I was like, you need to sit down and make a freaking video. No more excuses. Grab that current project you're doing, grab the most recent project, and sit your ass down and talk to these people. That's all they want you to do. You know? And so I'm here for you. I love you guys. I'm so, so appreciative of you taking the time out to listen to me. Just yarning and yarning. Right? So, thank you. And, you know, listen to some bluegrass, which takes me to my Dolly recommendation, which is the Banks of the Ohio, which is not a Dolly original, even though Dolly writes 99% of the songs that she sings. There are some covers that she likes to do. She's actually done a cover of Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, Dolly Parton sings Stairway to Heaven. So try and find that. That's really exciting. But also the Banks of the Ohio, which is on the Blue Smoke album, which is just another one of her great bluegrass albums. And you'll hear why I want to learn if it doesn't make you cry first. Cut some onions while listening to that album. I'm telling you, if you want to hide the fact that you're crying. So back and forth, just add in, like I said, single crochet in the back loop only, just to keep going back and forth until it fits around my head. So it's stretching. It's almost there. I don't want it to stretch a lot, though, because I don't want it to be tight. I want it to be kind of loose. So loosely, I probably have that much to go, which won't take me long. Because like I said, it's just back and forth. Yeah, so you can watch TV. Ooh. Speaking of TV, two things real quick. Look at me, all my recommendations today. The new Disney movie Soul. One of the biggest things I took away from that is that myself, thought that everyone had a purpose in life. Everyone was here for a reason, which aren't the same things. Are not the same thing. Everyone is here for a reason. But not everyone has a purpose. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that they're any less more important here, but they might just be here. Their soul might be here to learn a lesson, or their soul might be here to help out another soul. You know what I'm saying? So their purpose isn't so like, you need to be a teacher, you need to be a musician, you need to be this. Like, it's more like you need to live, and your life will be that example. Ooh, yeah. Really good movie. And I could not guess the female character's voice for the longest time. And I was very pleasantly surprised to find out who it was at the end. Shh, I won't tell. I'm not going to tell. So I had a pretty good Christmas, even though it was quiet. And I hope that most of yours was quiet too. Just considering the state of the world, we needed peace. Peace. And by peace, I mean quiet and, no drama. Not saying the holidays cause drama, but they can. New Year's can cause drama. There's, certain expectations people have about a new year. Do you know that some people don't even celebrate New Year's on New Year's? It's society telling you, oh, it's a brand new calendar. Don't forget to buy your 2021 calendar. Therefore, you need to start new or change something or pivot somehow. It's just another day. And it was nice because it was a Friday. So it was like extra day of the weekend, So I just chilled yesterday. I did some crochet. I watched some movies. Didn't go anywhere. I actually watched the snowfall. Again. It's nice to watch it. It's not nice to be in it. But speaking of something else I'm trying new this year, snowboarding. We're going to take the kids. I know, right? We're going to take the kids out because we haven't been in a while. My husband used to snowboard. I've never tried. And why not now? Why not now? So if my 39-year-old ass is snowboarding, playing violin, crocheting, being a third grade teacher, all these things. That's the homeschooling thing with the whole virtual. There's no reason why you can't. And if you can't change the one thing you really want to change, there's got to be something else you can change around it. That's going to bring me back to what I wanted to talk about before with a morning routine. I always talk about taking time out for yourself and taking care of yourself, only because I need to repeat that to myself all the time. I'm a great caretaker for everyone but myself. So in that sense, I'm trying to wake up and not grab my phone right away. Because first of all, nobody needs social media or the news or that in your face right when you wake up. If anything, you need to purposely not avoid it as long as possible, because that's what's going to get you in that heightened anxiety, go, go, go kind of state that everyone seems to buzz in, and not in a good way. Take that time for yourself before joining the buzz, before caffeinating, before whatever you do right now in the morning that doesn't take that time for you. So whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whether maybe it's just a breathing exercise, wake up, you do that breathing exercise. You're automatically in a better headspace than if you hadn't. I can guarantee that you're automatically in a better headspace than if you had not done that. Read a book right away in the morning. If that's just going to, move that focus away from the din of the day, the rat race. Prolong that starting gun, push that off. Meditate, have that quiet cup of coffee or tea or whatever you need to do to bring that focus to yourself first thing in the morning. And it doesn't have to be long. I'm not saying get up an hour earlier to try and meditate and do yoga and eat those soaked oats or whatever. It can just be having that glass of water and doing a breathing thing for 30 seconds. It's just taking that focus away from you starting your day off without focusing on yourself first. And I'm only telling you this because I have to tell myself. Only telling you guys all this stuff because I have to repeat it to myself. And I'm hoping that you could just take what you want, leave the rest. Take what, it's going to either hit you here, it's going to hit you here, it might hit you here. But if it hits you like this, like, maybe it's just going to fly by. Maybe I'm just droning on and on. Maybe I'm just making a beanie. I'm really enjoying making these videos though, and I really want to make more. I really need to stop making excuses not to. I don't need a perfect setup, obviously. I don't need a ring light. I don't need a microphone. I just need to ask my family to be quiet for 20 minutes. That might be the hardest thing. All right, so we got to the Dolly songs. We got to the things I wanted you to think about. Oh, well, that kind of went with it, yeah. So we're going to try something new, maybe? Oh, here's the other thing. Whether you make resolutions or whether you have goals for yourself, I like vision boards just because I'm a visual person. I like to see, if you're seeing what you want all the time, it's going to come to you. If you say to the universe you want to learn how to teach yourself to play the violin, they're going to send you a violin. It will happen. Let go of the how. Devil's in the details. You know why they say that? Because you have to let go and let God. And God can be anything. God can be a tree. God can be you. You are that inner higher power. Whatever you're seeking outside, like I began this whole video with, everything you're seeking, everything you say you want to be, already in you. Don't be jealous or compare yourself to other people. If you see someone who has what you want, be happy for them. You're one step closer to you getting it. Celebrate people having what you want, and it will be that much closer to you. That's another thing Gabrielle said. I'm telling you, people, any one of her books is going to be the head blown emoji. Like, so many. Get a highlighter, mark that page, whatever you want to do, bookmarks, post-it notes. It's stuff you're going to want to go back to, stuff that is going to resonate with you. And after, reading the whole book or doing a couple of the practices or even just choosing to feel better and feel happy every day, choosing that every day is a practice. Self-care is a practice. Meditation is a practice. And practice. You need to practice to be good at something. Yeah, sure, there's those people who have a natural inclination, a natural talent. And some people can't do things at all no matter how they try. But you still shouldn't keep you from not trying. Another good Dolly Parton song, Try. Also on Blue Smoke. Everyone just listen to Blue Smoke. Read a Gabrielle Bernstein. No, no. Who am I to tell? Like I was saying before, I only tell you guys these things because I need to remind myself. I'm the one who's afraid. I'm the one who is being judgy of myself. I'm the one who didn't try this for the longest time just because I didn't think I could. But I didn't even try. The violin. Yeah, I'm not a 4-year-old in Suzuki, but that doesn't mean I can't play. So, be that 4-year-old in Suzuki. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves.